Now, coming up in the show this morning, we shall be speaking to Haroun Zubairu of the National Grand Coalition vying for the mayoral seats of the Freetown municipality. We shall also be speaking to Alie Conteh, who is vying for the Deputy National Organizing Secretary of Deputy Secretary General post of the opposition All People's Congress Party, as the party prepares for its lower level and national officials elections and conferences. And always be part of the conversation. We shall also be reviewing Sierra Leone's parliament in the year 2022. And we've just been joined in the studio by Alie Conteh, the former presidential youth aide to former President Nkrumah. Good morning and welcome to the show, Alie.
Yeah, good morning, Samuel.
Vying for the Deputy Secretary General post of the All People's Congress Party at this time. Let's first get to talk about who is Alie Conteh in the APC.
To God be the glory. Thank you very much again, Samuel. I mean, it is in the Bible. I mean, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, it says that to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And for Alie Conteh, it is the time, you know, for Alie Conteh to undertake another challenge. You know, Alie Conteh is a Sierra Leonean. Alie Conteh is a politician, I mean, who has given his whole youthful life in serving the APC at the youth level. So as the Bible rightly said, this is the right time for Alie Conteh to go for another challenge. And as you rightly said, Alie Conteh has done all what it has taken for me to look for another opportunity. That is why I've decided to throw the hat into vying for the position of the Deputy National Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party.
So you just mentioned that you've given your youthful life to working for the APC. Yeah. What are some of your contributions in the APC?
Yeah, thank you very much again. I mean, since secondary school days, I mean, I officially became a member of the APC in 2003, where I registered with the then National Youth League. And then from there, I entered university, and all my university life was dedicated to serving the APC. You know, I became the president of the APC at university, and the National Union of APC Student President. I became the Secretary General for my constituency, Constituency 105, then at full. At the APC as National Secretary General, I've also served as a member of the APC publicity team. I mean, you know, the CV is so rich. You know, if I will continue to name the positions or the capacity that I've served the APC, I guess this particular program will not be enough for that one.
Now, saying now is the time for Alie Conteh to vie for the Deputy Secretary General role of the party. Why are you so convinced now is the time? Because there are other names in the race.
Yeah, honestly speaking, like I said, I have all what it takes, you know, as being Secretary General for the APC National Youth League for 2 consecutive terms. I mean, it is a very good opportunity for me to go for this particular challenge again for the position of Deputy National Secretary General. You know, all you need to is for you to have the heart and courage to serve. You know, I've been a member, as I said, of the APC since in opposition in 2003, 2004, and I participated in the 2005 APC convention at Port Loko, where President Nkrumah, former President Nkrumah, was elected as the flag bearer, chairman, and leader of the APC. Then, after that one, when the APC won the 2007 elections, I mean, it was a challenge. People were running all over the place. The APC party office was left without any effective functioning of the secretariat. So for some of us, we did not go to look for greener pastures. We went again to the secretariat to ensure that we go about the day-to-day running of the party secretariat. So with that one, with that knowledge, serving the young people, and you know, young people, there are lots, you know, we have different categories of them. You have the educated, the uneducated, the trained and untrained, you know, the graduates, you know, all of them we are coming. So for us to have been able to go through that particular tutelage under the chairmanship of former President Nkrumah and under the Secretary Generalship of Alhaji Usman Fode Ansane, the erstwhile Secretary General, I guess this is the appropriate time for us to have a cool well-headed individual that will be stationed at the APC party office to ensure that it goes about the administration of the day-to-day affairs of the APC party.
Running to be a member of the secretariat of the APC, it means you want to be part of the administrative wing of the party. And the party being one of two giant political parties in Sierra Leone that has enjoyed governance and been in opposition. And at this crucial period, going into the 2023 elections, vying for this post, what would you bring to the party?
Yeah, honestly speaking, I mean, the APC party, the philosophy is a grassroots philosophy, constructive nationalism. For some of us, like I said, we've gone through all the cadre in serving the APC. So at this crucial point in time, the APC party needs somebody, you know, that will be there, especially because the Secretary Generalship position, I mean, is so demanding. And at the end of the day, while the Secretary General will be out there handling the administrative, you know, official activities of the APC party, the deputy, who will definitely be me, will be there to ensure that we handle other grassroots concerns of the APC, of their friends and fans, to look at Alie Conteh as the Deputy National Secretary General. Honestly speaking, running the APC Secretariat is not new to me. As I said, I have served as Secretary General of the APC National Youth League for 2 consecutive terms. And even with the litigations that we are going on in the party, Chairman, right, and the National Executive Committee of the APC was dissolved, you know, by orders of the court. But for us, for me as the Secretary General, I'm still there. Like I said, when the APC won power, the Secretariat was left by members to go and look for greener pastures. Everybody was all over the place shouting for jobs. And some of us decided that, you know what, let us go and handle the Secretariat. Because without the APC party Secretariat functioning effectively and efficiently, I mean, we'll be having challenges. So that was why I decided to go and handle the Secretariat. I mean, people, young people, if you go all around social media and other platforms, you'll see people vying, coming up for positions, National Young Congress. It's as a result of the impeccable remark that we've made as then administrators of the APC National Youth League. So going for the position of Deputy National Secretary General, I said it's a deliberate one, and I think I can handle the functions and responsibilities of that particular position or office.
There are also names in, vying for that very post that I know of. And we've seen posters we've seen on social media, flyers and all of that. What gives you the edge that you feel that you are most suited for the post?
Like I said, I've trained. You know, we are the first graduates, you know, that have graduated from the former president and it's by Kurma School of Politics. And so, I mean, after having this training from the former president as chairman and leader, the Secretary General, I guess I have all what it takes. You know, that particular position is so demanding. Yes, there are other competitors, there are other contenders, but as I said, you know, I'm the most fitted. You know, that is why, you know, after proper consultations with stakeholders, membership, fans and friends, they were calling on me that go for this position, and you will be the most appropriate person that will be stationed at the Secretariat, that will be handling grievances, challenges, concerns of members, especially our grassroots people. I mean, hearing names that are coming up, I mean, it's it's sickening, right? So, I mean, the names that I'm hearing, that it is not that all cool and rousing for you to be the Secretary General of the APC. Those that have served there in the Secretariat, national officers, can tell you that running a party like the APC, where you have all sorts of members that has equal opportunities, you know, you have to have the individual that have been battle tested. And that individual is no less a person but Alie Conteh.
You know, when just out of curiosity, when you mentioned that you've been trained and you've graduated from the political school of Ernest by Kuruma, a school of thought would advance an argument that that school, for example, taught lessons of on democratic tenets. So how would it work for Alie Conteh, who has gone through that school, with the perception of that school being undemocratic and all of that in the party?
Yeah, well, that is the beauty of democracy, right? Ernest Kuruma, former president Ernest by Kuruma, and then chairman and leader of the APC, I mean, is a mortal. I mean, there are imperfections. Even he himself, when he was closing Parliament, his final speech on the throne of Parliament, he said he promised Sierra Leoneans, yes, he was not able to achieve 100%, but they can grade him with 80%. So some of the imperfections, I mean, it's as a result of him being a human being. So for Alie Conteh also, honestly, I might not be that too perfect, but running the APC Secretariat, I'm the most suited individual who has served as Secretary General from the constituency level, university level, at the party secretariat, and even they just concluded the Constitutional Review Committee of the APC. I was the secretary there in that committee. So going, after having gone through all these tests, that I think, I mean, running for the position of Deputy Secretary General is just a call to service, and I'm there to serve. That is why I've decided to throw my hat into the ring to contest for that particular position. And when you say Alie Conteh, it's a household name, not only for, I mean, my constituency, but it's a national name, including the diaspora, you know. So, I mean, I have all what it takes, my brother.
So let's get into it. What are the strategies if Alie Conteh is selected as the Deputy National Secretary General of the opposition All People's Congress Party? What are the strategies? Do you have what it takes to bring the APC back to power, a party that is said to be fragmented a few months to the 2023 general elections? You know,
that's the myth I have been always talking to people about. They're saying that the APC party is fragmented. I mean, it's not true. I mean, the challenges we are having in the APC is the contest for position. It is a contest for power. The APC party is a formidable party. It's a united party. That is why some of us that have been around since 2003 are coming off for positions. Yes, certain people, when the turbulence, you know, was getting tougher within the APC, they decided to go take the back seat. Now, when things are looking, I mean, good and rousy, they are coming back. And this is not, the race is not for those that can quit when things get tougher, right? The race is for those that can endure, right? And for those that can endure is the likes of Alie Conteh. I've been there through thick and thin. In opposition, like I said, I joined the APC officially in 2003 and have been there. I mean, the APC was in power for 10 years. Alie Conteh got employed for only 1 year and 1 month, right? 13 months, that's why I was employed, right? So others were immediately, the APC won power in 2007. They abandoned the secretariat. They were all over the place searching for jobs. And when the APC was with these challenges, some of those that are coming out decided to quit. Well, it's a democratic race, right? I mean, this is what we've been yearning for in the APC. As you rightly said, I mean, the former president, certain people who have right to their opinion, we are talking about undemocratic tendencies. But the issue of selections in the APC affected even some of us greatly. I contested for the position of the National Youth League presidency in 2013. I mean, due to the selection criteria, I was prevailed upon to step down for an individual whom I stood down for, and I contested also for this position, the position of Deputy National Secretary General. In in 2009, McKinney, right, Alie Conteh contested with the likes of the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Honorable Franklin Kagbo. I contested with him. We were 3 in the race, and I was also prevailed upon to step down. And so now with the new constitution that the APC has, I think, I mean, Alie Conteh is most fitted to go for that particular position.
All right. Continue to stay with me. Alie Conteh, a member of the opposition All People's Congress Party, who is vying for the post of the Deputy National Secretary General of the party. We've just been joined in the studio by Haroun Zubairu, a member of the National Grand Coalition, who is asking the party to give him the ticket to run for the mayoral seat of Freetown municipality. Good morning and welcome to the
Good
show.
Morning, Samuel.
First off, let's get to talk about why the NGC.
Why the NGC? The reason why is a progressive party, right? Over the years, you have seen what we've done, including your own station. We try to investigate what's going on around the country regarding the economic status, the school system, the laws, and things of that nature. Our party has been investigating, speaking to Sierra Leone about the issues that are pertinent to our country. And because of that, NGC is the party that can make a difference. Think about this. Our GDP is stagnated right now. The previous party, the hour right now, she will go back to the same problem, and Freetown will be one of the worst cities in the world.
So if we are saying here, the 1991 Constitution is a crisis for local governance, let's put it that way, and taking the Freetown municipality.
Yom Kela win the election. They would get executive order, then we will change the law. The simple things in life. So how are we going to do this? Samuel, I've been living in the United States for over 30 years. 30 years. When I was there in 1992, Bill Clinton, H. Ross Perot were running for president. The debt for America at that time was $19 trillion. Today, it's $31 trillion. We can talk and coerce the president, which will be Conteh Of APC, that we should borrow some money. Singapore did it. And we're going to do the same thing. Borrow money. We only need $500,000 for a start. We can make a dent. But Madam Mayor will go to a particular organization and get a $2 million. It doesn't make any difference. Begging is not the answer. It's get the bold and tenacity to go and ask for money. Borrow me money. I will pay in 45 years and we'll make the change. But if you choose this mayor, you will still be in the same conundrum.
So borrowing is...
it's one of the ways we can achieve this, yes.
And where would you generate the money to pay back?
Absolutely. That's why you invest on the youths, the market people, so they can pay taxes. If you can invest in businesses, if you can give, let's say for land, let's say I'm in the medical field. I have psych practitioners that I can actually talk to in the United States to work with us. Give them a land, give them an incentive to hire people to work in those facilities. They, in turn, will pay taxes, and we can pay those debts, and our country will flourish.
One critical area in Freetown,
yes, sir.
Most challenging, has to do with transportation. What does Zubairu come with in addressing transportation?
Transportation, exactly. She talks about the cable car, that's one of them. And the other thing is, riding cars every day is a problem because of pollution and health reasons. New York City today is the healthiest city in America. But you know why? Because people are not using transport all the time. But what can you do? Why do we use all the transport all the time in this urban area? Because everything is centralized. But if you move people to other towns, believe me, people will use bicycle. They will use the Okada, and it will be free for everyone to use them. But for you to say you want to reduce, because there's no way you can construct more roads in Freetown. Let's be honest, in urban you cannot control except to move people away from where they are today.
Managing waste.
Yes.
Zubairu, it's one of the most critical challenges the city faces at this point. We see people who are residing closer to the dump sites,
right,
complaining of health risks. So what's the plan of Zubairu to manage Freetown's waste?
First, we have to, again, use it as an employment. I'll ask people to work, pay them livable wage, that they can take care of their family and they can feed themselves. And under that level, people would accept these jobs. Number two, you should be able to find landfills where you can separate the plastic from the papers, from the cotton, all of them, to use that as a resource to generate power in our city. Believe me, if you get those dirt, you can generate power to power your stove. So we have to get landfill. I believe the mayor has some landfill that she identified, which is 3 of them. That's fine. I mean, I'm accepting that. Yes, those landfills should be utilized. But again, we should use those trash as a way to improve our lives also.
If you got elected as the mayor of Freetown, and APC or SLPP elected, I mean, got the presidency, or got the central government's role, how would you work with those systems? Because it is almost impossible for the municipality to work in isolation or independently of the central government. Say, for example, Freetown, monumentally has been suffering from acute water shortage. How do you address that? Are
you asking me about the water shortage, or the working in accordance with the...
I'm asking you about your relationship in solving that crisis.
And what the problem?
Yes.
Oh, good question. So when I was growing up in the 80s, probably you were young at that time, Samuel. In the 80s, in our own yard, I was raised in PWD. In our yard, we can get some water, we can do our laundry and everything, cook and drink every water in our city. Then it was 500,000 in our city. 500,000 people. Today we have 1.5, 1.2, 1.5 in urban area. Insanity, you keep doing the same thing over and over, looking for a different outcome. Now, as we see today, we've seen it works in South Africa, my plan. We've seen it works around different countries in Africa because we have water. We have a lot of water. The problem is we don't have clean water. As the mayor spoke, they have enough catch where they can catch water, right? But Haroun Zubairu is coming with a plan. Let's say Kisibrook, where I'm from. We catch the water. We have 4 different steps with 4 different chemicals. We can get clean water within that location. You go to Duazak, we can catch water over there. You use the 4 different type of chemicals, and we can get water. It's all about area or town by town. That's how you can solve this water problem. It's not about putting tanks like the mayor is doing. Putting tanks in locations, people are standing there to get water. That is absurd. That is absurdity. That's not the way you run a city. She said she's going to transform the city. She has not. She has failed the people of Freetown.
I would want us to just a little bit focus on how your strategies are going to work if elected mayor of Freetown municipality. How would they work to alleviate the sufferings and beautify Freetown? So let's talk about your beautification plan of Freetown.
Beautification. Yes. Beautification is we have to look at other models and see how it works in other cities, how they did it, and how we're going to do ours. First, you have to reduce the dust. Samuel, every friend that I've been from diaspora is coughing right now because of dust, because of myself. I'm coughing because there's so much dust. How can someone build beautiful houses in Heimat, but have a dusty road, rugged? That's not acceptable. What are we going to do? We're going to talk to them. If you build a house in this place, it's expensive. You're spending $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to build those houses. You have to pay to fix those roads.
Is that the responsibility of the individuals to fix the roads?
Absolutely. It's both the government, the central government, the local government, and the residents. Again, we are not a rich country. We are some of the poorest nation in the world. But everyone has responsibility. I'm here because I have a responsibility to give back to my country. Those roads are so dilapidated. If you drive your car, you wash your car out now and go over this into Ibat, but by the time you get here, your tire, your windshield, everything is all dusted.
I'm a little curious, just before I jump again to over to Alie Conteh from the APC. Guma Valley is charged with responsibility of supplying the Western urban. The Western area, while Salwako is charged with supplying the rural areas. Guma Valley has been complaining of inadequate capacity to supply the Western area. And what the mayor has been doing, like you mentioned, supplying tanks in hard-to-reach areas, getting water bouncers to be supplying those areas. Specifically, what will be your own model?
My own model will be, Samuel, again, we have a lot of water in the city. We have, we can create pipes all across the city. We can do town by town, like I was telling you, town by town, collect those water, house them, clean them, and people can have access to them directly to their homes.
How do you do that?
How do I do that? By getting up for chemicals. You want me to, except you want me to define all the chemicals, I'm not going to try to do that.
Not necessarily.
Yes, but the chemicals, what it will do, let's say you have a container right now. The first one will capture all the big, like leaves and stuff like that, remove them, and drain all the water. Go back to bacteria, you get them. Go to chlorine, and you get the chlorine. Go to the smell of the water. You can clean them in 4 different steps. Again, South Africa did it. And a friend of mine who's a doctor that have implemented the same thing in South Africa can work in a resource challenge society, in a resource challenge
country like Sierra Leone generally.
Yes.
Where would you generate the funds to do all of this?
Samuel, that's the reason why it's a mandate. It's a mandate by the by Freetonians. They said Zubairu, who is not a known commodity in the city, but he has convinced us that he can make a difference in the city. So that's a mandate, and if you ask them, these things should be implemented.
All right.
And Sierra Leoneans, as we say today, each Sierra Leonean owe $400 to the United States and IMF today, but they haven't get anything out of that money. We can go back and get that money, loan the money, and make an impact on their lives, improve on their lives and their children.
All right, continue to stay with us. Haroun Zubairu vying for the ticket of the mayoral seats under the National Grand Coalition Party. Alie Conteh, let's quickly talk about now. What are your strategies in ensuring that at the end of the day, the post you're running for, the Deputy National Secretary General of the APC, is yours?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not new to running the activities of the Secretariat of the APC, right? I mean, like I said, the APC is a grassroots party. I mean, giving opportunity, unfettered access, you know, to your office by your general membership, I mean, would be the easiest way to go about the activities of the APC. Like one reference that I will use was when I was appointed, you know, presidential youth aid, you know, assisting former President Koma in activities of the young people. What I decided to do then was to create a bridge, you know, between the office of the president and that of the ordinary people out there. You know, I ensured that the President Koma, even though he was so busy at the time, was able to give 3 days a week to meet with ordinary people out there, ordinary Sierra Leoneans, and I was doing that. Then at the Secretariat, of course, I've been there for the past 8 years, and then honestly, I'm somebody that does not, instill bureaucracies, you know, or red tape for people to get onto me. Then these are some of the challenges that the APC was facing. So with me being elected as the Deputy National Secretary General, I mean, we'll ensure that the people have unfettered access to the administrative arm of the APC party.
All right, let me run through some messages on Facebook. Patrick S. Mambulu is saying, our National Deputy Secretary General in waiting. Silvanus S. Cabo is saying, the right man for the right position. Served the youth very well, the Ban Ki-moon of our time. He is in full readiness to serve the grassroots of the party. Unisa Dean, good morning, and I think we've worked on that. Thank you very much. Osam Conteh is saying, Alie Conteh indeed trained and graduated under the leadership of Ernest Bai Kuruma in thievery pattern. Trusted leader, you are more than fitted for the position. Patrick is saying that Ingo Mawason is saying challenges are always there. Okay, Alusain, thank you very much. Our technical team has worked on that. I'm pretty sure you're getting it now. Alie Conteh, even your constituents are not happy with you. Simply, you deliberately failed them, and best you did was to empower yourself and your family members. Osam Conteh is saying that. Abbas Abib Koka Bangali is saying, if that's the politics you train under IBK politics, my bro, Alie Conteh, I doubt if you are a right path, because IBK politics has created divisions. Those who are still loyal to IBK and those who are not. Where do you belong? Alie Conteh is the most trusted for this position. Patrick is saying, Tijan, thank you. We are aware of that. Here comes another Zubairu talking about him becoming the next mayor of Freetown City Council under the NGC. Conteh saying, Salon TV News. All right, I'm going to skip that. You have said it all, Mr. Conteh. We, the grassroots, will definitely give you a payback by voting for you as the next Deputy National Secretary General of the APC party. Patrick Cabo. Michael Koka is saying Zubairu is full of hot hair. Alaji Bangura is saying Alie Conteh is the most trusted person in the Secretariat of the APC. Zubairu, there is a big problem in the NGC. Joseph Madapulom is absolutely dissatisfied with the outcome of the election that catapulted Dennis Bright as the chairman, whom he contested against, and that the election was flawed and not democratic. What's the position of the party with this regards. Well, that's not what's easier to talk about. The government is depriving the mayor from executing her duties effectively because she is from the main opposition party. That is a reason for some pitfalls faced by the mayor. Party politics is a hindrance to the growth of Sierra Leone. Salon TV is saying there, let's practice modern day politics for the good of Sierra Leone and for us all. Michael, I'm going to take at most 5 more messages. We have so many messages this morning. Amadu Wurijalo is saying politicians are always not truthful to the people. I wish Sierra Leoneans can understand who a politician is. Alie Conteh, we need peace in the APC. Kamara Abdul is saying. Alie Conteh, the most experienced Secretary General Silvanos Escabo is saying there. Alusain Riquin Lee is saying, I like the NGC man. It's time for politics. Everyone is coming, claiming he's people ask them to lead. Amadu Wuri. Finally, the final message I will take is from saying is from Ansu Andrew Alpha. This man didn't have any plans for our city at all, because the kind of politician that can bring a single development, because seeing those challenges and you can't address them before this time, I'm sorry what kind of person you will be when you get the position. Okay, so many messages, but we'll have to hold the messages there. Just quickly, gentlemen. So I'll allow you to respond to some of the comments. Quickly, I'll start off with you, Ali.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to appreciate, the comments there by viewers. You know, this is democracy. You know, as a human, I can't be 100% perfect. But as I said, among other things that, running for the Deputy National Secretary General, the principal assistant to the National Secretary General of the APC is a position that I've consulted accurately with, and honestly, I'm in this race, you know, to win that particular position. So I want to appreciate the comments. Yes, Alie Conteh, certain members of my constituency might not be happy, but I'm a human. You know, that is why I'm here appealing to them that give Alie Conteh the chance. Honestly, the activities of the APC for the grassroots people, will be addressed. And that is why I've decided to go for this particular position.
Zubairu?
Yes, someone just said it's just in red hearing or something, you know. We in Sierra Leone has been this in politics whereby we give people money, we bribe them to vote for us. We see the guy in the SLPP guy right now spreading money across the city, buying people's vote.
That's an allegation. You can't.
It's an allegation. It's an allegation, but spending money, not talking about the issues that are pertinent to Freetonians.
Every politician has his own strategy.
And some of them, we have to start talking about them that they are wrong. I'm going to earn their vote by telling them what the truth is. Today we have a kush problem around the city. Our young people are in disarray. Kush, Pampers, you name them. As we have 7.5 million people in this country, 780,000 people have mental illness. Who is speaking for them? 100,000 homeless in this city. An average person can have one meal or no meal for the entire day. A person cannot have, you look good to town right now and see how many people are asking you for $1. They cannot thrive in life. It's not acceptable. So with that said, I'm here.
Can you fix that in the city?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Do you want me to answer it? How I can fix the problem? Yes. Samuel, we have in Freetown, 70% of our population here is under 35 years old. I don't know if you're 35 years old, but under 35 years old. What did Singapore did? Invest in them. Create a technical school that can provision computers, cars, diagnose a car, able to fix them. Apprenticeship, entrepreneurship, allow people to have education. Here in the world today, it's all about automation. Businesses or companies are not going to be coming to Sierra Leone to create their farm, their factories and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. Agriculture is one of them that can help us in this country. But if you train people how to change a plastic to a chair, and you, whilst they going through that training, you pay them every month. Give them 1.5 million leones every month for the entire year to go through a technical school. And we can afford this money.
I was just going to ask you, where are you going to get this money? Because I would leave a wife, go through that training. When I know
you went through that training? You got paid. And that's how every country, Singapore doesn't have any of the natural resources that we have in this country. We have the manpower. We have the age appropriate. We have water. We have a good system in the country. We are not implementing them. Where are we going to get this money? Again, Ghana has debt in the world, international world. Today, they have debt just like Sierra Leone. But for them to be afloat, the IMF have given them $3 billion.
And just yesterday, the same Ghana is putting measures in place to see how they can cushion their external debt.
Absolutely. International world will give you money if they trust you. But if you put the right people in place, case in point, Conteh Of APC and Haroun Zubairu, they will trust us that we are here not because of our own self-interest.
Has Conteh Of APC come forward to tell you that he wants to run for the presidency of the
I'm urging him to run for office. And that's the reason why I'm really saying what I'm saying today.
Right.
And when you listen to Dr. Conteh Of APC, you can see how much our city, our country can be a difference. But again,
in other words, Zubairu, if elected as the mayor without Conteh Of APC's presidency, you will not be able to achieve all of this.
Absolutely not. Again, we keep going through this. It's a mandate from the people of Freetown. If they choose me from this little old small party, right? And Zubairu, who is not a known commodity in the city, it's a big mandate to change. I will work with whoever the president is. I will work assiduously to fight for what I've campaigned on. And I will put a benchmark within 2 years, we can achieve some of these goals.
Let me allow you to talk to Freetonians. Go ahead, talk to Freetonians.
In Creole?
It's up to you.
Okay. My people, my name is Haroun Zubairu. I'm born in this country. I'm born in Kisi Road. I go through the same struggle. My parents are going to America, but I'm a Ghanaian raised me. It raised me in a 2-bedroom apartment. Majority of the time we don't get light, but we get water. I get the value. I believe in this country. I believe so we can make a difference if we come together, we stop this fighting. Let we talk to the leaders then, for let we come together and fix the country. Haroun Zubairu ready for fight with the last fabric in skin for make the difference. By all possible means, I will touch every soul in Freetown. And they will know what my plan is, and I will earn their vote. I'm not going to bribe them. And we ask the other guys, like Mohammed Gentle, stop going out there and spending money. Talk about the issues. Talk about deforestation. Talk about flooding. Talk about the homelessness. Talk about how you can catch the carbon. If you can't, then you're not supposed to do that.
Asked you, are you running my campaign?
What's
telling
that?
me what to do?
What's that?
If Gentle asked you now, are you running my campaign, telling me what to do?
It's just that he's running for mayor of Freetown. You can go all around, you can see what Gentle is doing. The question is, what has it done for us?
All right.
The bottleneck, the huge problems, the deforestation, the housing problem, a construction man. Bragging that he's a construction. He has $50 million. The man is not qualified to run for mayor of Freetown.
We're not here to talk about Mohammed Gentle. We're here to talk about you. Let me quickly bring in Alie. Alie, so what's the message now to those, to the delegates of the APC?
Yeah, thank you very much again. You know, like I said, amongst my profile, you know, I'm a member of the APC publicity team. I wish I was here to talk for Freetown City Council. You know, like I would have, to try to highlight certain issues. But the program is very much objective. You know, if you listen, you know, to the presentations, you know, of my brother in the studio, the aspirant mayor. He is referencing that if Honorable Conteh Of APC happens to be, you know, the president in 2023, then he happens to be elected, then things will run smoothly. But as far as Sierra Leoneans are concerned, especially Freetonians, a central government running the presidency, allowing a mayor, I mean, in the capital city to succeed is very, very difficult. Mind you, we have the Devolution Act, right, that is very clear, that gives the roles and responsibilities or functions of the mayor and Freetown City Council. There are certain functions that the central government is running that we are supposed to be devolved to the city council. They've not been devolved, and there are challenges. You know?
That's
so I wish I was here to speak as a member.
But you just spoke for the mayor indirectly.
But for
you just did.
I'm talking to our delegates out there that, you know, Ali. I mean, just like when you say AYV, na in Salo Sabi. When you say Alie Conteh, na in APC Sabi. Then Alie Conteh is appealing to our delegates out there. Say, vote for Alie Conteh for trusted leadership. Vote for Alie Conteh as somebody that will be stationed at the secretariat to ensure that I be the principal assistant to the National Secretary General that will be elected. So, I mean, here is Ali. You know, I mean, I'm not a human. I might have offended one or two people. But I'm here again appealing that let us look at the bigger picture. Don't look at Alie Conteh. Look at somebody that is loyal to the APC, that is battle-tested, that has been there, you know, doing opposition, doing governance, and also in opposition. Certain people have run away. I mean, they're out of the country. But seeing the chances, seeing the opportunities, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, they want to come back. Do we want to make those same mistakes? No. I mean, you can. I mean, to serve, you have to have the courage, and Ali is there to serve. I'm asking our delegates out there that look at Alie Conteh. I'm appealing to you that give me this opportunity to represent you and to serve you at the APC Party National Secretariat.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We can always create more opportunities, more platforms here to, I mean, share your aspirations and in the different posts you're running for. Thank you very much, Haroun Zubairu, vying for the mayoral seat of the Freetown municipality under the ticket of the National Grand Coalition. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much, Alie Conteh, from the Opposition All People's Congress Party, vying for the Deputy National Secretary General post of the APC. We wish you guys all the best.